And Where There's a Will goes into action for a very special little boy who desperately needs a bowel and liver transplant to survive.
Now, you may remember that we did a special report on Laura Davis, who had a life-saving bowel and liver transplant in Pittsburgh in the United States. We also highlighted the plight of Stuart Masters, who needs the same operation in order to survive.
Well, the government's offered to arrange for the operation to be done in Britain, but in America, 29 children have already received treatment and the success rate has been 80%.
Naturally, his mother, Shelley, wants him to have the best possible chance at the moment. However, to make that trip to the States, she needs £380,000. So far, she's raised £330,000, so there's still only 50 grand to go.
That's when Will Hanrahan stepped in with Where There's a Will to bring Shelley and her boyfriend John a little nearer to the target.
Stuart Masters has become one of the Good Morning team's most cherished little boys. Stuart needs more than £250,000 for a vital liver and bowel transplant operation. The operation is to be carried out in the United States, but before it happens, we need more money to save Stuart's life, and a trust has been set up to raise the funds.
We've raised £325,000 so far, so we still need to raise £55,000. You know, it'd be nice to get Stuart to Pittsburgh for, like, the new year.
Stuart, when he's playing out, looks fine, but he's seriously ill, and obviously he has his ups and downs.
He's healthy at the moment. He hasn't been back into hospital for a few weeks now, but like he gets to stages where he is very ill. You know, he's got no energy. He just wants to sleep all day. So as soon as we can get him over there, the better.
Charity begins at home, so they say, and Shelley's boyfriend decided that he'd turn his own talents to the task of raising money. He's a musician and he sings in a band. He wrote a song about Stuart. Was it difficult?
The lyrics are really hard to write. They took about 2.5 weeks. That's the longest time I've ever spent on writing a song. I had to sort of come around, meet Stuart, get to know him and know the family from all to fall in place and make sense. The song's actually about the way Stuart needs the money in the operation really badly, where he's so young and needs so much care and attention. It's all about how it's affected his mother's and his family's life.
Where There's a Will had its challenge. We booked a recording studio and took the band behind all lines to record their song. A Place in Your Heart will be on sale as a music video and audio cassette. All of the proceeds will go to the Stuart Masters Trust. We needed a little help from our special friend, and Stuart warmed to the job of being a music producer. With your help, it'll be a production which will, literally, help save a little boy's life.
Yeah. Is there a place in your heart where the rain can get through and the sun shines all day? A place in your heart with love from you. Stuart's only 3 years old. The subject's closed, I have been told. Does anybody out there know? Can you find a place where we can go? This life is passing by, the truth of life you can deny. Does anybody understand? Can you lend a hand? It's so young. All the days went by, I heard his mama cry. His mama's texted full, I heard her voice saying that's so cool. Is there a place in your heart where the rain can get through and the sun shines all day? A place in your heart with love from you. Is there a place in your heart where the rain can get through and the sun shines all day? A place in your heart with love from you.
And Will is here. I tell you what, a lot of effort's gone into that.
Actually, we've a lot of people to say thank you to. Where There's a Will always has to say lots of thank yous, and I hope you'll forgive me for saying thanks to BHS, British Home Stores in Southend. They actually whipped around and got all the money for the recording studio, so that was good. We've also got to say thank you to Maxell Tape, because tape don't come cheap, as we all know. They're providing us with tape to make a video. I'll tell you a little more about that. That's the sale of the video in a second. We've got to say thank you to Pembridge Plastics and Droitwich. They're going to make the tapes up, and to Second City are going to duplicate 1,000 for us. And actually, there's a lot of people that say thank you too, but certainly everybody was willing to help. They're very,
It sounds
very keen.
terrific, sort of combined effort. What actually are you trying to achieve now then? What's that next target?
Okay, the plan is, remember you've already mentioned the fact that we still need to help raise £50,000 for Stuart Masters to definitely go on that operation, soon after the new year begins. Now, £50,000 after you've already raised over £200,000+, it's actually quite a lot. So the last push is quite important. And our little bit is to make that video that we've seen, which is going to go, not so much on sale, but we're, via the Stuart Masters Trust, I suppose, asking you to donate £10 and we'll give you one of these tapes, which is a tape of the Stuart Masters video. So it's an exceptional cause, I'm sure we'd all agree. Just think if every school or small company, any organisation that's watching, could just whip around and get £10. We have 1,000 tapes, a limited edition, to give away, and that's £10,000 towards the 50,000.
And
so,
how is Stuart?
well, he has his ups and downs, does Stuart, and you'd imagine, obviously, if you're not as well as you should be, that's what you're going to have. When he's fine, well, he's fine. But when he's poorly, he really does look very ill indeed, and he needs that operation as fast as we can get it for him, and as fast as all of his family can get it for him too. So every bit helps, and every second counts too.
Can we have the address then, the Stuart Masters
Yeah, I'm going to have
Trust?
to remind myself of this. Now, it's £10, as I say, made payable to the Stuart Masters Trust. There's the address, the Stuart Masters Trust, 361 Westbourne Grove, that's in Westcliff-on-Sea in Essex. I'll just run through that one more time. Stuart Masters Trust, 361 Westbourne Grove, Westcliff-on-Sea, Essex, SSOOPU. There you are. But of course, if you haven't got that down, send a £10 cheque to the Stuart Masters Trust to us, and
we'll pass it on.
We'll pass it
Well,
on to the
thanks
usual
very much.
address.
Also, I like the haircut, but I didn't even know they started doing them in Sainsbury's. Thanks.